Money FM 89.3, the best of the afternoon update. The afternoon update with Lin Li Fu.
Money FM 89.3. Welcome to GovTech, the show where we spotlight how technology is driving real, meaningful change in society. From social enterprises to civic innovations, we're here to tell the stories of people using tech as a force for good. Now, Singapore is a highly connected, forward-looking society, but even in a smart nation, some everyday challenges like access, awareness, or inclusivity still persist. So here's a question. What if everyday citizens could help solve them? That's exactly the idea behind Built for Good, a citizen-driven initiative by Open Government Products, a team that's part of the Government Technology Agency of Singapore, or GovTech. Through hackathons, accelerators, and community events, Built for Good empowers people to co-create tech solutions that improve life in Singapore. Joining us on the show to tell us more are Liao and Jael, managers of public engagement at Open Government Products. Jael, welcome to GovTech.
Hi, Lily. Thanks for having us on air. Hi, I'm and with me Jael. We are from Open Government Products. We're a tech division in the government that build tech for public good.
All right, let's start with the big picture. Built for Good is such a refreshing idea. How did it all begin? Was there a specific gap or unmet need in Singapore's civic tech scene that sparked it?
Yes, so we're from Open Government Products, and you may have heard of some of the products that we built, such as Parking SG, Redeem SG, and Form SG. So a huge number of our products actually started from hackathons. So every year we run an internet hackathon called Hack for Public Good to look into new problems in Singapore and explore solutions that can solve these problems. But actually there are so many problems out there in Singapore, and of course we cannot all solve all of them on our own. Mm-hmm. So we looked around and actually realized that there are a lot of citizens out there who have great insights into various problems, and they also have really great ideas on how to solve some of these problems. But often they don't have the avenue or resources to drive some of these change, or they rely on the government to act on some of these problems. So we wanted to shift this mindset from complaining or waiting for change to actually taking action to lead the change themselves. So that's why we started, the Built for Good initiative in 2023. It first started as a month-long hackathon where citizens can spend a month to deep dive into some of the problems that they feel very passionate about and build tech solutions to help them. But after our first round, we realized that, beyond just the hackathon, there were a lot of support and resources needed for the teams to bring their solutions to life. So we also introduced an 8-week accelerator program on top of the hackathon to help these promising solutions, to give them the infrastructure and support to succeed so that they can be eventually launched to benefit actual users.
I really love this initiative, and I love that this initiative brings regular people into the problem-solving process. Now, say I'm new and curious. What's the journey like for a participant from signing up for the hackathon to building an actual prototype? How do you guide people through that process?
Yes, so the hackathon is a month-long process. And for this month, there are actually 4 main components that we have to guide the builders through the process. So starting from problem discovery, going into prototype building, testing these prototypes with users, and lastly, allowing the teams to pitch these solutions to the judges. So at the start of the process, the teams will come together, identify some of the problems that they want to solve. Unlike typical hackathons, we actually don't prescribe any problem or challenge statements. Mm-hmm. I also believe that the participants would actually have the freedom to work on what they believe are the most important problems. So some of them might come in with a rough idea on what they want to solve. Some are open to solving any problems. So to guide them, we actually bring in experts from government and non-government agencies to share more about insights into these problem areas. And also we run problem validation workshops to help them scope down some of these problem statements further so that they focus on actual impactful problems.
And some of these ideas don't just stop at the prototype phase. They go further, right? So for teams that move into your accelerator, how do you help them refine their solution into something that can really scale? What kind of support do they get?
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm Jael now. I'm just happy to share what happens at the accelerator phase. Mm-hmm. So during the accelerator, the goal is really to help teams turn these prototypes into actual usable products that can benefit members of the community. So similarly, there are also 4 key components. There will be workshops to help teams anchor their visions, go-to-market strategies, as well as learn pilots. We also provide them with funding support. So each team gets funding support for them to be able to use for the product development. They also receive stipends because 8 weeks is a pretty long time to take out their time out of their life. So we do want to encourage them with a little bit of stipends. We also provide them with very strong mentorships. So these mentors are tied specifically, one to each team. They represent people from different backgrounds, but mostly startups who can really help guide teams in landing pilots and bringing their solutions into the community. And finally, like a demo day, where teams similarly get to pitch and share about their products. We give them this platform where we also invite government leaders and industry stakeholders to attend so that they get a chance to pitch their solutions in hopes of exploring potential collaborations down the line, even after the accelerator. Yeah.
Thanks for that, Jael. Now,
Hi.
Build for Good has been running for a few years now. So could you share one or two standout success stories from past editions? Projects not only impressed you, but also went on to make a real-world impact?
Yeah, that's actually a tough question because actually we had really impressive projects across the past 3 runs that really cover a diverse problem areas like senior care, sustainability, and even healthcare. To me, a few of the most cycle projects, one of them is Remedy SG. Actually, we had a nurse and a doctor who joined the hackathon, and they teamed up with another 2 designers who shared the same passion in the medical waste space, and they developed this solution called Remedy SG, which is a platform that helps to facilitate donation of unused medication from healthcare organizations to beneficiaries of non-profit organizations so that these medications don't go to waste and actually land in the hands of users that need them the most. So it was a really impressive solution that eventually went on to the accelerator and formed partnerships with more healthcare organizations such as Woodland Health and also non-profit organizations like HealthServe, and they actually really helped to facilitate some of these medical donations to these standard beneficiaries. So it was one of the standout examples. And apart from that, we also had, for the most recent round of Build for Good, a team which consists of 5 primary and secondary caregivers. They came together with a common, because they are all caregivers, and with their shared experience, they came out with this solution called Care Compass, which is a platform designed to help first-time caregivers by offering them with personalized care recommendations and answers to some of their caregiving questions. So it has actually today already supported over 500 caregivers and started also ongoing pilots with hospitals to help these caregivers, navigate this stress and uncertainty in their caregiving journey. So it's really heartening to see that, some of these builders, through their own shared experience and passion over some of the problems that they feel strongly about, join the Build for Good initiative to come out with these solutions to benefit the fellow Singaporeans.
Wow, it is clear to me that it's beyond building tools now. It's also about building a community. So how do you keep that momentum going even after the hackathon ends? What's your vision for the long-term impact for the Build for Good movement?
Yeah, I think the longer term, like how we see the vision, it should be self-sustaining. I think what we realize is citizens want to step up. All we need to do is just give them a platform to be able to do so. So I think beyond the program itself, how we continue to keep this connection is just really consistently checking in with them, host alumni meetups, and also celebrate their successes. So every now and then we do see our BFG alumni go out there to speak on platforms like these, like GovTech. I think we had Scam Hunt and Jimla, so thank you so much for having us. We're really happy to be able to just celebrate all these successes with them. They're also ongoing pilots. We're happy to just be joining alongside them even after the program. So I think, something that we're trying to do beyond the Build for Good program is also think about other ways that we can continue to engage these group of skilled and passionate citizens who want to step forward. So we're exploring new ways to engage them through workshops, meetups, and basically the whole heart of it is really just thinking about how can we build a support structure around these people who want to do good, have a platform for them to come together. Yeah, so I think that's really exciting. Another exciting thing is also this year we're partnering with People's Association for our upcoming round of Build for Good. It's called Community Hackathon, which will be focused on tackling community issues around Singapore. So we're really excited to be able to partner with other government agencies, and we hope that such format of collaboration can help them to adopt a similar model of co-creation with citizens, so we can effect more change in different problem spaces. Yeah.
Talking about hackathons, to my understanding, sometimes hackathons can feel really intense. So what's one recurring challenge that participants typically face, and how do you help them push through it?
So the problem space during the hackathon, was it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think one thing that we also built in we embed into the hackathon program is also a lot of group sharing. It's an intentional design where we have teams to share progress updates on where they're at throughout the hackathon. This is not a way of comparing I'm so far ahead than you. It's really not. It's really a way of helping everyone to come together, to share blockers, and be very upfront and very honest and raw about where they're at. I think we strongly believe in this because it's a form of group wisdom. We do see mentors and other group members chiming in and say hey, actually you can reach out to this connection that I have. Maybe you can explore something, have a chat. So it's really embedding such touch points for teams to come together to talk, to share, to discuss. That makes it feel a lot less competitive and really building that community spirit that we're all here for public good. And it's not just, it goes beyond the competition. We're all here for the same reason. Yeah, because we want to make Singapore better.
Speaking of public, I imagine you also work closely with public agencies to make these solutions stick. So I'm just curious to know, how does Build for Good collaborate with government partners to help scale or integrate promising ideas into policy or services?
Yeah, so we actually try to bring them through the different stages from the hackathon or the accelerator. So in the hackathon journey, we try to bring some of these government and non-government experts in at the early stages, to share insights into some of the problem spaces and what the agency has already done, so that this will help guide some of the problem statements that the teams come up with. And I think through as the solutions develop and the teams go into the accelerator phase, we also help to link up some of these teams with the relevant agencies who may be able to partner with them or adopt their solutions if the solutions are relevant to the agencies. So we try to forge some of these connections so that the solutions will go further beyond just the accelerator, but also actually landing impact in the relevant government agencies.
Wow, I'm feeling really inspired now. Thank you so much, Ihan and Jael, for showing us what's possible when tech meets purpose and when citizens are invited to be part of the solution. So if our listeners want to take part, how can they start?
So one way, of course, to the hackathon run, the recent run, we already open sign-ups, but you can look out for our future runs in the next few years. And we'll also be having more events, meetups, as you said. So do follow Government Products, as we'll be sharing some of these updates on the events and hackathons there on the channel.
Okay, there you have it. Thank you so very much, Ihan Liao and Jael from GovTech's Open Government Products. Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
You've been listening to Good Tech. I'm your host, Lin Lee. Keep it here on Money FM 89.3.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.